Hey guys, back here doing a video. This one's going to be a little bit different. I mentioned in my account update when I showed off the new watch that I had acquired, the Nixon The Sentry, that if I had any inquiries about it that I do a video, and I did. I had someone send me a message, subscriber, asking how it looked on the hand or on the wrist, and I figured I'd just go ahead and do a small overview of the watch with little information that I know. I am by no means a watch aficionado, but I do have a tendency to when I start to get into something or I'm interested in something, I like to know everything there is to know about it. So I will go ahead and start researching stuff related to it. But I've not done all my homework, and I still have trillions of things to learn about watches when it comes to clocks and time. There's so many things that go into it. So I'm very novice when it comes to this. So this will just be speaking the little that I know, and just an overview of the watch that I now have. Bringing you down here, you now see the Nixon. This is the Sentry. It is more of a fashionable watch for your watch aficionados. Obviously, you guys kind of may look at these type of watches as kind of a joke when it comes to mechanics and quality and craftsmanship, but I think for my age group and for my intended uses and needs of just simply telling time, which is still more than accurate enough for me, I think this watch does the job. Um, Still by no means a super cheap watch. The Nixon Sentry retails on the website from starting about $130 to $150. And it will obviously vary depending on where you look. If you go to the store or the mall, or if you go to an outlet, or if you're buying online, obviously depending where you go, you can find deals. So getting to the watch, as you can see here, this is kind of a bigger, you can see the face of the watch here. It's rather large. It's not overly large. It does seem to be trending now to have really extremely big, giant watches, wrist anchors, I like to call them, and they do look pretty cool, but I wanted something a little bit lighter than that and not overly done. And so this one kind of seemed to reach that median for me, and it just overall looks extremely clean. And what I really like in a watch, at least now, is a nice open interface with not too much going on. So pretty much just telling time is what I really aim for. Now, as you can see here in the interface here, there is some red markings. It's going to be kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can get some light in this actually. You can see that it actually tells the date, and it tells the date and also which day it is. Sorry guys if this is looking really fuzzy. I'm kind of using a flashlight here, so I don't know if you guys can pick that up very well at all. Apologize if this looks really blurry, but as you can kind of see with the lighting here, really clean interface. Instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4, obviously you have these little black slants going all the way around, which look kind of nice. It's all black, blacked out completely except for the red you see here, just telling the date and day. It has a triple gasket crown here on the side. I tried looking that up. I have no idea what triple gasket crown means. I know this is the crown, the gasket. As far as being triple, I'm not sure exactly what it means. It does extend out twice in order to adjust the time on here and the dates and stuff. So I don't know if triple means the function of moving it in and out certain up to maybe 3 times to adjust the watch, perhaps. I'm not sure. If someone knows, go ahead and inform me. That'd be great. But getting more into it, it's a stainless steel frame casing for the watch, 100 meters, water resistant. So it does say on the Nixon website that you can take this in the water, surfing, fishing, like spearfishing, any kind of swimming. So this should be okay with that. Also, you don't have to worry about the band as a polyurethane, fancy word for rubber or plastic. So it's a very light watch and very comfortable to wear. Also makes it lighter than having a metal band. And they have these diagonal lines going in the band to give it some pizzazz, some style there. So that way it's not too plain. And overall, just a very nice watch. It is a 3-hand Japanese quartz. Three hand meaning the minute hand, hour hand, and second hand, the hands and the face of the watch. Japanese, obviously, distinguishing where the quartz is coming from. And quartz in itself, from the little knowledge that I've read up on, is basically a type of crystal. It is seems to be obviously pretty abundant because quartz is now like the most popular source. How do I say? Uh, how do I say this? Quartz is the most popular style of watch. Quartz crystals seems to have the most accurate movement, according to some of the research that I've looked at. And basically, this crystal is able to give off some electromagnetic pulses. I don't know if that's quite accurate the way I'm saying it, but basically, this crystal allows some type of pulse when shaped and contorted in a certain way. So given that, it allows the watches to work in very simplistic terms. It's a lot more advanced than that, or maybe not, but just the way it sounds is a lot more advanced. So in simplistic terms, quartz is basically what makes the watch operate and is most common nowadays. There are mechanical watches, which get more expensive, and self-winding watches, but apparently even in next to quartz, it still doesn't keep as time as quite as accurate. So that really all relative watch technology. Watches they keep time pretty well no matter what, and you really don't have to change them all that often. This one's been keeping time very well so far. Now the person who asked me to do this video also wanted to see it on the wrist, so I'll go ahead and put it on. I don't have large wrists whatsoever. Pretty small wrist, small medium hands. Just real quick, Nixon had patented this really cool idea. As you can see here on the watch band here, it's raised rubber here, or polyurethane, whatever, and you will see in the catch here, there's a hole there. So it's this pretty cool locking system. So that way you don't have that band hanging out, getting snagged on things and just looking kind of ridiculous. So getting on the watch on here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think there's like 9 or 10 holes on this, and I'm the fourth one closest to the face of the watch. So like I said, I have rather small wrists, as you can see there. And then for this locking thing, you just slide this as far down as you can, and you just kind of lift it up and slide it in, and it just sits flush there. So it's a really cool little locking mechanism that they got there. That was really cool. I didn't even know about that going into this watch. And that's what it looks like on the hand there. As you can see, it's fairly big, so it looks nice and clean with the open interface. And like I said, it's a very clean looking watch and simple. That's why I like it, and isn't overly done. So that is the watch, guys. That is my Nixon The Sentry. Japanese quartz, 3-hand movement. Tells time, tells date, and actual day. Triple gasket crown, polyurethane band, stainless steel 100-meter casing there for the watch, and you can get this in a variety of colors. The band could be blue, they have gunmetal gray, they have white interfaces, they have stainless steel casings with white and black interfaces, so all different kinds of styles you can go for, and relatively cheap. So alright guys, that is my Nixon The Sentry. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and maybe a little bit of information there that was useful. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, and hopefully this was beneficial to somebody out there. Alright, take it easy.